I'm Richard Johnson. I'm the co-chair in the absence of our fearless leader, Hicks Armour. So we'll call the meeting to order. Welcome to all the board members. Nice to see everyone. We do have a new board member, so if you'd just like to introduce yourself and tell us the district you're from and who you, the representative, I think that'd be nice.
Sure, okay. My name is Kanika Jones. I represent District 8, and that's Councilwoman Marvine Knoll. And it's a pleasure to meet everyone. I think I only know Phil, and that's due to me serving on the Police Advisory Board for 2 years. So, but it's an honor to be here, and I'm ready to dive in, learn, and contribute.
Great, welcome. You're in good hands here between Phil and Maria, and this board. We'll take really good care of you, I assure you that.
Thank you.
And I apologize, I probably got a little bit ahead of myself. Maria, I just wanted to make confirmation that the meeting has been advertised and we do have a quorum present.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for that. You have before you, and you were sent prior, the minutes for the March 17th meeting. I trust you've had a moment to look at those, and if there are any corrections, thoughts, comments about those, I would entertain that at the moment. If not, I will accept a motion to pass those as distributed.
Move that be approved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any discussion? All right, very good, thank you very much. Next on the agenda, as we always do, this board is happy to recognize anyone that would like to address the board. I know that we will have some folks who will be addressing a couple of the agenda items, but just in general, if anyone has any comments or thoughts for the board, we're happy to address that at the moment. So I guess everyone is here relative to agenda items. Okay, well, thank you for that. Well, having done that, we will move right into item 5, which is the temporary hearing for Silverdale Baptist Academy bond issuance. And this has to do with a resolution authorizing and approving all documents, instruments, actions, and matters necessary or appropriate for or pertaining to the issuance, sale, and delivery by the Health, Education, and Housing Facility Board of the City of Chattanooga, Tennessee, of its educational facilities revenue bonds, Silverdale Baptist Academy Project, Series 2025, in the aggregate principal amount not to exceed $4,750,000. And this is case HEB 2025-07. So our esteemed attorney, if you'll kind of maybe bring us up to date on the critical facts of this.
Well, we have Mr. Russ Miller with us here today for the folks for Silverdale Baptist. This is a new, I guess, component that they're going to be doing for additional construction, I believe, and we'll get a little more from them. The initial bonds have already, there have been loans outstanding on this, and they're going to be refinancing approximately $2,200,000, it looks like, in connection with this matter. And there's going to be additional construction going. The reason for this meeting at this time is to try to make sure that whenever school ends, there can be the start of construction soon thereafter that will be able to be used for this facility as quickly as possible. These are bonds that propose to be purchased by Regions Capital Advantage, Inc., which is an affiliate of Regions Bank, and they will hold this as a loan on their books at a bonding rate that this board can offer as the Health and Education and Housing Facilities Board. But having said that, go ahead and tell them a little bit more about it now, Russ.
Yeah, that's good, Phil. You stole my thunder.
Well, I'm trying. Okay. Well, one-page summary helps.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so this is a tax-exempt bond issue for Silverdale Baptist Academy. They are a 501c3 entity. They are affiliated with Silverdale Baptist Church, but they are a separate entity, separate 501c3 letter. And as Phil said, there's sort of two components to this financing. One is sort of new construction on the campus, mostly related to their athletic facilities. And the second is refinancing the construction of, it's called the Silverdale Center on their campus. It's a pretty large multi-purpose facility, reasonably new facility that they're actually occupying now. So that financing was originally done as a traditional commercial loan. They're now refinancing that through you all on a tax-exempt basis, so they can get a lower rate, obviously. Yes. Both of these are pretty short-term loans, 5-year maturities. And as Phil mentioned, the Regions, John Eves is here. I should have introduced everybody first. John Eves from Regions Bank is here, and Aaron Martin is the CFO of Silverdale Baptist. And so Regions is going to purchase these bonds to hold for their own account. They're not distributing them to the market or anything like that. It'll be a privately held bank loan. They are tax exempt, like most of the deals that you do. And obviously, per statute, no recourse to this board, no recourse to the city, no recourse to you all. So Regions is looking solely to the school for repayment of the deal. And I'm happy to answer any questions about the financing, but also Aaron can speak much more about the school and the project.
And this is actually a TEFRA hearing that has been noticed here in the paper more than 7 days in advance of this meeting in that regard, and it is a public hearing for anyone that has any questions regarding this issuance of bonds.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. To the board, any questions relative to the? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyone care to speak publicly to the matter before the board? We're happy to entertain any thoughts, comments, questions.
Short TEFRA.
Okay. Okay. Board members, any? Yes.
Richard, I just have a question on how quickly that you intend to have the financing and approved.
Yeah, if you all approve it today, I mean, the hope is to close by the end of this month or early June. As Phil said, they want to get construction started so they can have everything ready to go by the time the school opens in the fall.
Excellent, thank you.
Oh, that's an aggressive timeline. So you're saying you hope to have it by fall, ready for August or whenever school starts? So.
Yes, so we're starting, it's a multi-purpose athletic facility, so we have 3 different fields. We'll start with the football, soccer, which is also our community field. So that's the one that we use the most often for community outreach, as well as all of our grades across our campus. So that would be our first start, and have that ready before the season starts in the fall. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
great. Awesome, okay.
Will that facility be able to be used by the community as well, or is this solely the school's purpose?
Yeah, I'll let Aaron talk to that a little bit. I mean, for tax exempt bond purposes, it has to be used primarily by the 501c3 entity that's getting the benefit of the financing. So primarily it has to be used by the school for their purposes, but yeah.
And of course, that is its primary use. We have a K through 12 school, so all of our grades use that. It is a multi-purpose field. But part of our mission statement is outreach into the community. So our kids will host summer camps, and it's a platform for our kids to serve the community. So our kids will serve, they have football camps and baseball camps and things that the community kids can come in and help use that facility as well.
Held by the school, but other people in the community, children in the community can attend?
Our school hosts it.
Okay,
yes.
gotcha.
Yes.
As a frame of reference, if I may, this sounds similar, not that I'm making comparisons, but just for a frame of reference. Will this be similar to like the Brainerd BX, which is through Brainerd Baptist Church and Brainerd Baptist School? It is a similar,
I couldn't answer that specifically. I'm not sure how their nonprofits are set up. I'm not sure if their 501c3s are together or separate from the church and school. I couldn't answer.
it sounds similar to what they're doing, not that it matters, but just, as I say, for a frame of reference. It's a community, it's owned by the church and the school, and they open it up to community events. The playground is open to the community.
Exactly.
The fields are open to the community, and like you, that's part of why they did it. I know they're very also instrumental, and they're involved in the Belleville Neighborhood Association, which is the core of where Brainerd BX and the church and the school are, and so they're a great partner for the neighborhood, and I assume you guys would be as well. It sounds like something very similar, so, yeah. Okay, good, thank you for that. Any other thoughts, comments?
No.
Okay,
This board has also issued bonds for, I guess, the folks at Baylor, McCauley, and GPS under similar grounds.
yes, we have, for sure, okay. Okay, having said that, I can entertain a motion to accept the, financing.
Well, it's, the resolution needs to be
The
read, I
resolution.
guess. We got it on here, so it's,
Read it again.
go ahead.
Okay, so I'm looking for, a motion to accept a resolution authorizing and approving all documents, instruments, actions, and matters necessary or appropriate for or pertaining to the issuance, sale, and delivery by the Health, Education, and Housing Facility Board of the City of Chattanooga, Tennessee, of its educational facilities revenue bonds, Silverdale Baptist Academy Project Series 2025, in the aggregate principal amount not to exceed $4,750,000, and that is HEB 2025-07 number. So, is there a motion to accept?
I move to accept the resolution as presented.
Second. Second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? All right, sounds good. It passes, so congratulations and good luck with that.
Thank you so
I
much.
know
I
it'll be-
appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, now I'm sure it'll be an asset to the community and to the, school as well.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Moving to item 6, other business discussion. We have an FY on here about an IRS tax exempt compliance for the Patton Towers Apartment Project. Could you kind of
Well,
spin on that?
we thought we probably should report this to you on here, that you are in line with the Internal Revenue Service, which is a good thing in that regard, and that they have received some information to us, and they've given us, at this point in time, the aspect of closing a compliance check on us based upon the information we provided to them. So you're currently not under review by the IRS, and anytime that occurs, I like to let you know about it.
You said current.
Currently, yes, we'll always say current.
That's always a positive thing, so thank you to Maria and certainly to you for keeping us in the good graces of the IRS.
Yes.
Not to mention the city itself.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Any other thoughts, comments, questions, anything before the board? Some folks here, any questions? Richard, anything from your end? or- Okay, all right.
Yep, I appreciate your guidance as well on the park committee before on here. We really, she did a great job on that before this group. I really wish that we had that entity back here in Chattanooga as well. I thought that was a very useful thing for our community.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were speaking with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were speaking with this one. Yes, I wish we did have that, but we did make some, big strides
Yes,
in bringing law enforcement and the community together, so
yeah.
I was grateful to be a part of that. So hopefully the work continues.
Well, there was an issue over the weekend here. I wish
Oh,
that the
really?
public could have more knowledge about some of the stuff that's going on when you've got people driving over 100 miles an hour and running into police officers before they're shot.
Wow.
So, it's pretty crazy about
Yeah,
that.
that's horrible.
But I did think the park committee was very useful in that regard, at least getting the public to be aware of what
Yeah.
they're dealing with sometimes.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
whenever they're wrong, they're wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just it. That's it.
And also speaking for the board, welcome aboard.
Thank
Look-
you.
Look forward to
I
working with you.
appreciate it.
I know you'll enjoy this group, so
Thank you.
anything we can do, please don't hesitate to let us know, so.
Is this also a new board member?
Miss Shirley is.
No.
Oh,
I work for him.
I'm sorry,
And,
she works for the city,
Maria.
Maria's
I'm
back.
Shirley.
I know you Shirley Drake.
Yes, you do, but that's not my last name anymore. Don't let Phil know my last name.
We went to college together.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know who she was sitting down there.
Well, that was just a few years ago. I'm sure. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking today, I'm 68, it's been a while.
Well, Shirley, welcome to you as well, and whenever Maria's not around, we'll look forward to working with you. Like I say, big shoes to fill with Maria, she does a great job, and I know you will as well, so.
She does well jumping in the middle of our messes sometimes. She does well.
That's all right, well, good. Okay. Well, having said that, and there's no other business before this board, then I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice afternoon. Pleasure seeing you.
It's a quick one, Jared.
Quick meeting. She was asking how long.